Hello, Floss Tube. It is about 25 degrees here. We had snow yesterday. I am not happy about that at all, coming this early. It's only supposed to get to like 30 degrees today, and not like my birthday's tomorrow, and it's going to be like 30 degrees tomorrow too, and snowing a little bit. And so, not the kind of weather that I'm happy with, but that's what it is. One good thing, though, it is sunshiny today. Yesterday it was gloomy and snowing, so it's really pretty outside. So I have to be grateful for that. Anyway, I'm Colette, the Highway Stitcher, here to bring you my stitching from the highway at home and giving you my regular update. I already did the Midwest retreat, so now I'm going to go back to what I did get accomplished, my regular Floss Tube. So anyway, things have been really, really busy. The traveling took up a week, and I drove there, drove back, and so I was gone from Tuesday to Tuesday, so it was a little over a week. So getting back was kind of hard to catch up with. And then I have two grandchildren whose birthdays, one of them was the day I got back, and the other one was the week before when I was gone. So we always, Chris and I always take the grandkids out for their birthday by themselves to wherever they want to go and buy them a present. And so that was no exception. We did that this week with Tennyson, who turned 14, and Sophie, who turned 8. And Sophie is our youngest grandchild. And so we had a really good time with them, taking them out and getting them their presents and taking them to their favorite place to eat. Tennyson's was sushi. Sophie's was Mod Pizza, which is a pizza place where you make your own pizza. So very interesting, different taste. Also, my youngest daughter took me and the boys, her boys, and Chris out to eat for my birthday for lunch on Saturday. And she also took me over and bought me a couple books at the bookstore. I'm a bookstore loving person. So anyway, then tomorrow is my actual birthday, and that'll be busy, and then Thursday's Halloween. So hopefully things will calm down sometime soon. I want to go on and talk about just the regular things for a regular update. I don't think this is going to take very long because I already went through my haul from the retreat, so I have no haul to go through. So it's pretty much just my whips, a finished object, and I also have a fully finished object, an FFO, two of them that I get to show you, as well as tell you my plans for the upcoming week or two. So anyway, on to whips. My pink sampler that I've been working on is the one that I actually got the most work done on. Here she is. She's half done. So the area over on the left side of the sparrow, from me anyway, and from this, I think from the actual video too. Anyway, on the side of the sparrow, I did the whole rest of the little vase there and the lettering down below and everything, and finished that up. Did some of it at the retreat and some of it here. So I'm ready to move on to the third page. And anyway, I think that it's looking really pretty. It's on 28 count fog from Picture This Plus, and I'm using all the called for overdyes like Weeks and Sampler and Classic Colorwork threads. So that's the piece I did the most work on when I was at retreat and at home. Practically from that vase there all the way down, all of this was all done. So that was pretty good. When I went looking over my whips, I was surprised. I thought I got so much stuff done, but I didn't really get as much done as I thought I did. I did work on projects, but it was like a few stitches here, a few stitches there. But some was done. So anyway, on to, I took the Peacock Garden linens and threads with me, and I did get some done on that too. I'll show you the whole piece first. And what I got done at the retreat and before when I was in the hotel is I filled in this one whole box here, the whole outline of it all around, and then did that one motif right there. So, of course, I had grandiose ideas that I was going to get the whole box filled in when I was gone, but that was not accomplished. So, but I did get the framework done on that and the one motif. And this is, I like this piece. It's turning out to be a pretty piece. And it's, I always forget the number. It's just DMC, same color, 3765 throughout. And it's 28 count ivory Jovelin, an even weave. So I worked on that at the retreat. And then I did a little bit of work on another Mystery Sal, the Pumpkinville one by Frosted Pumpkin. Not too much, because when I showed you last, I had just a little bit of that cloud done. So when I was at the retreat, I picked it up and I actually did some more of the clouds. This is kind of like a gray shade and that white, and a little bit more of that white. So there was a little bit more done on it. This is on 28 count heroic picture, this plus, with all the called for DMCs. And then that's really all I worked on while I was gone and afterwards. But I do have, well, no, there was one other piece I worked on the most, actually, and that's my FO that I have done. And that's because I need to get it done and finished and sent on. So anyway, this is my FO. And there's little Hermione. I think she's pretty cute. This is I can't say it, it's a French name, Point de Croix, Pointdecroix. And this particular pattern is called Harry Potter 1. I showed the copied off picture of it a couple weeks ago. It's several different characters from Harry Potter, and you can take them and stitch them separately, on however you want to do it. And this is Hermione, and she stitched on a mystery blue fabric from Textilis, Lori McCleary. She did tell me what she thought this color was, and I forgot it again. But she, as you can see, she dyes some beautiful, beautiful fabric. And I thought this Hermione looked really nice on this blue. So now she's come alive with all those, all that backstitching, which always happens. Her book and her cute little wand and the rest of her. So I think she turned out really, really nice. That's what I spent most of my time doing at retreat and home, was trying to get all that backstitching done. So Hermione is done. I was very pleasantly, excitedly surprised over, it was last Friday. I got together with my Utah Stitching girls, my buddies, and we were just doing some Friday stitching during the day, those of us who don't work. And I was at Sandra Ball's home, who always graciously allows us to use her home, which I'm very grateful for. We have two stitchers that sometimes come visit us from Nevada. They're a couple, 3 hours away, but they don't have a group near them, so they'll come visit us. And they also take their pieces to be framed by Jill Rensel. And I had two pieces over there that were being framed. Colleen and Carla, that's their names, they stopped off at Jill's studio to, drop off their pieces to be framed. And Jill asked them, she says, "Oh, are you going to be over at Sandra's? I've got pieces that are done, fully framed, that I can send home with you. Are you going to see Colette?" And Colleen goes, "Yeah, she's there." So I was all shocked out when Colleen I think she gave Sandra a call and said, "I'm going to bring home Colette's two pieces, or bring to your house Colette's two, Kathy's one, and there was somebody else's too. My brain. Anyway, but she sent home with Colleen my two pieces. Oh my goodness, that was so exciting. So of course I had Sandra take pictures of them while I was there. The first piece is called Battle Hymn of the Republic, and it's a Little House Needleworks. It's got the museum glass on it, but I think you can see there's a little glare, but I think I turned it there. Look at that framing job. I just love it. I think this frame just sets off this piece so well. It makes it look absolutely beautiful. Got to check here on what's the Battle Hymn. I have it was done on Lakeside. Yeah, vintage buttercream, and it was just DMC, all the call for a DMC. So that was the one that was done, and then the second one that was done is the one I'm just so excited about. Oh, I'm so excited. This is Mayflower Landing by Little House Needleworks, and this frame is just absolutely beautiful. So beautiful, and it sets off the antique look, I think, of this piece. So there you can see some of the frame. Just beautiful. Jill does such a beautiful job. I'm very excited about this. Being a member of the Society of Mayflower, I intend on taking a picture of this and sending it into the newsletter and saying, here's my celebration for the 400th anniversary of the landing of the Mayflower in 2020, and it's going to be quite a exciting year for the whole society. They're going to have a float in the Rose Parade, and that's going to start off the celebration. They're going to have a big conference. The ship's going to set sail or come into the bay. It's just going to be just a wonderful year, and I'm so grateful that I could get this done for the 2020 celebration of the 400th anniversary of the landing of the Mayflower. So anyway, there's exciting. I'm so grateful that I got those back, that I could show them at the on this Floss Tube. So other than those FFOs and FO and a few of the things that I'm working on, I mostly just have one other thing and then some plans. Actually, two other things. And before I go into one of them, I want to remind you that at the end of this video, I'm going to do the giveaway for these cute Farmhouse Christmas set of all the Farmhouse Christmases, which is 9. I have 22 people who entered, so it'll be exciting to see who gets this. So anyway, those of you who wondered if I was going to do that soon, I am doing that at the end of this video. Okay, tomorrow's my birthday, and I've been wanting to do a new birthday start, and I decided probably a good 3 months ago that this is what I was going to do for my start. Lisa Smith at Kindred Stitcher, I went to visit her several months ago. It was probably more springtime, and went through all her stash of all of her samplers, which she has many out-of-print samplers, as well as just she has a whole store's worth of sampler patterns. It's just absolutely beautiful, Lisa. Anyway, I saw one there, and I fell in love with it, and it's a 1987 sampler. So Lisa very graciously said, well, why don't you just borrow it, see if you can get around, see if you want to stitch it or whatever else, which I did, and I decided that that's what I wanted as my birthday start, which I'm going to start tomorrow. And this is the 1987 picture of the plantation sampler. I just think it's just a beautiful piece. I love all those little animals down below the house. I love that tree and that border. So when I got back from Washington after getting the copy of the pattern from Lisa, we were driving, of course, home through northern Utah, and I told Chris, I said, I want to stop at Shepherd's Bush and have Terry change out the colors and make it a little more modern with the linen and the colors for this piece, so I can update it but still have the same feel of it. So I went into Shepherd's Bush, and this is what Terry so graciously figured out for me. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but we got there at about 4:15 or so in the shop. It was Saturday, and the shop was closing at 5. And neither one of us, I don't think, paid much attention to what was going on as far as time-wise. By the time we were done, it was like 5:30, and I felt so bad. I sent her a thank you card afterwards saying, thank you so much for staying after for picking out these colors in this fabric. And all she said was, oh, I love doing this kind of stuff. I do it all the time. And she just kept going on and on and on. And I'm going, okay, I'm glad, because I felt bad about keeping you in the shop for a half an hour past your closing date. So anyway, the fabric that we're going to be using, or I'm going to be using, is pecan butter, Lakeside Linen, 32 count pecan butter. And here's my plethora of colors, which I'm not very good at this, but hopefully you can get kind of a look. I don't know. Nicole's needlework, she does this so much better than everybody else. I tell you, I don't know how she does it. But it is absolutely a beautiful color palette, with a bunch of classic color works, Weeks, Gentle Arts, and pecan butter. It's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful piece. And I don't think that I'll have to see how this video uploads, but this just does not do it justice as far as the color and the combination. And I'm so excited to start this tomorrow for my birthday. So thank you, Lisa, for loaning it. Thank you, Terry at Shepherd's Bush, for helping me kit it up. So on to plans. Of course, I'm going to start the plantation sampler tomorrow for my birthday. My plans for this couple weeks, or whenever I get back to you next for an update, will include working on my satin stitch on the Delaware sampler. I got put off on it for a while and just set it aside, and I have to pick it back up. The reason why I did is I felt that the color that I was using on the outline, when I started filling it in with the satin stitches, it just wasn't matching, and it's the exact same color as what I did, and it's just a DMC, so I know it's not an issue with the different color palette, shading through it. And it just wasn't looking good, and I tried it all different ways, and finally just ripped it out and just said, I can't take this right now. I just can't look at this. So I'm going to go back and try to work on it today and see if maybe, try it again. Maybe I'll get a different look at it, hold it back far, see if it looks better than what I think, and move on with it, because I do want to get that finished before the end of the year. And on my birthday, of course, I'll work on the plantation sampler. During this week and next, I want to keep working on 2 of the mystery cells, Peacock Garden and Pumpkin Vale, get some more stitches put on them. And also on Saturday, I'll work on One Nation, the cell I'm doing. And Sunday, I'll do Our Savior's Praise. So that's my plans for now. And so now I'm going to move on to the giveaway for the Farmhouse Christmas giveaway. I had 22 people who answered the question. The question was, would you stitch these as separate ornaments like what it shows here, or would you stitch them together all in one piece, which is what I did. And I had all kinds of answers. Actually, one person said that they would make them into those boxes, which I thought was a real cute idea. So, and another person said they wanted to make cushions out of them. So, it wasn't just the typical, ornaments or the typical doing it all in one piece. So, thank you. Thank you for all your answers. So anyway, I will show you, here are all the people through 22 who tried out for the, just trying out for the giveaway. And here's my random number generator, 1 through 22. So let's see who gets this one. Number 13. That's usually a lucky number, but it's lucky for this person. I've got Zoe Robinson. Zoe Robinson, you're the winner of these Farmhouse Christmas set. Congratulations, Zoe. I'm going to put a comment on this Floss Tube that you won and give you my email, and please contact me and I'll ship these off to you. Grateful for people who have been excited about the giveaways that I have had, and sign up for them and answer them. So anyway, this will be the end of this video, short and sweet. And I'm grateful for all of you subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for listening, and feeling that maybe I can add something to your stitchy fun, maybe when you're sitting and stitching away for someone to watch. I'm grateful for all of you, grateful that I could start this journey and meet so many people along the way at retreats, and oh golly, just through Floss Tube, through all kinds of ways. I've met so many nice people, and I appreciate that a lot. Just grateful to all of you. So anyway, I want to remind you, please, to look at the beauty all around you. Remember, there's so much beauty out there. Be grateful for the beauty that you have in your life, inside of you. Be grateful for the beauty out there on the highway, the beauty that you have around you at home. And I'll say bye to you now and see you probably in a couple weeks. Love you lots, everybody. Bye-bye.